The 737 MAX aircraft, the workhorse of the aviation industry, Boeing's fastest-selling family of planes. But two crashes within a short span of 5 months have raised questions about the airworthiness of the single-aisle aircraft. For experts, it is hard to ignore the glaring similarities between the recent Ethiopian Airlines crash and the Lion Air accident from October last year.
You've had a situation where it's the same aircraft, the 737-8 MAX. You've had a situation where they've both crashed at high speed soon after takeoff. And it's very unusual for aircraft, commercial aircraft, to have an accident like that happen.
Within hours of the crash, a wave of panic spread among flyers across the globe, most resorting to cancellations or changing flights to avoid the doomed aircraft. Anubhav Bhushan is a frequent flyer. His work requires him to travel nearly 200 days a year, and the 737 MAX is an aircraft that operates on several sectors that he flies to.
It is causing a great level of anxiety, especially amongst us, the frequent flyers. Given that we still do not have all the facts, it is still better to be safe than sorry. And I can share with you personally that I changed one of my flights in the region after realizing that it was a 737.
Souring public opinion and safety concerns have prompted most civil aviation authorities to ground the MAX, with China and Singapore being among the first to act.
I think the Singapore government has taken a quick and resolute action, and they should be commended for it.
Back home in America, after initially hesitating to take drastic measures, the Federal Aviation Administration suspended the aircraft after citing new satellite data. Boeing has announced that it will upgrade software systems in all their 737 MAX 8 aircraft by April, calling the upgrade an enhancement and not linking it to the recent crash. The aviation giant says the improvement has been in the works since the Lion Air accident. The aviation experts we spoke to are not convinced by Boeing's solution.
There's been a number of derivatives of that aircraft developed, and the more recent 737 MAX has much larger, much heavier engines than the previous 737s. So what that does is that impacts on the weight and balance of the aircraft. Now Boeing has put in a system that can help to counter that. But fundamentally, that's the main concern that I have, is the sheer weight of those engines on that airframe.
The real cause of the two crashes will only be answered once the investigation reports come out. But one thing for sure is that it may be a while before travelers feel safe flying on the 737 MAX aircraft. Miro Lu, CGTN, Singapore.